I'm gonna put it don't even feel right being outside the studio.
Like we always do about this time.
Like I done turned to so much of a studio rat. It's like if I want to go to the club, we go to the club and come back to the studio.
Right.
We want to go here, we come back to the studio. It's just like, cause you gonna make one record that you gonna be like, I'm glad I went to the studio that day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be that hit.
You know, every nigga has a basketball tryout story, you know, and I got mine, but, you know, hopefully this kind of, you know, opens some eyes. I had went to go try for the basketball team in the 10th grade, and my high school was very large. So, I mean, we had 3 JV teams, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I didn't even make the last JV team, you know what I'm saying? And it's because even those guys were like really good. And here me thinking that, you know, because I had speed and I had quickness and I had some little dribbles that I was going to be able to crack a team. But the thing is like they say what? Hard work beats talent every time. These kids have been playing organized basketball their whole lives since they were kids. They were born and bred for this situation. Me thinking that I was going to go off of my natural talent, it ain't the thing. Because the thing is when we really look at the real world and look at the playing field, guys that are your age, guys that are younger, are highly skilled or highly more advanced and, you know, highly ahead of where you are in their career. And that's no excuse for you. That means you got to get on your shit. You got to get on your work ethic. And the time that you are not in the studio or working on your craft, then you're just falling further and further and further behind. And you can't get mad where you wind up. You know, your work ethic is going to dictate a lot of things in your life. And, you know, as cliche as it goes, you know, hard work pays off and all this. You know, rap is all about production, okay? What are you producing? Even if you are making a bunch of music and not particularly putting it out for the world to hear, you are still improving. You are still getting better. A lot of you guys are beginner rappers and you don't realize that, you know, there's going to come a day when you're in the studio recording and a light is just going to click on because you've done this thing so many fucking times to where it's like you don't practice to get good at it. You practice to not be bad at it. And the more and more you're exposing yourself to it, the more and more better you're getting. The more and more you're seeing your mistakes in real time, the more and more you're hearing it back and you're improving on it. I hate to beat you guys over the head with this hard work thing, but you cannot be mad if you are not where you're at because you haven't really put in the work you think you have. You might think that you have worked hard, but there are guys that wake up and do this every day. Don't work, don't go to school. And so that's no excuse. Nobody's going to care if you only have 2 hours a week. You better make that 2 hours the most productive 2 hours of your life. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to do this. And this comes down to the point of really pulling out of yourself and asking yourself, do you really want this? Do you really understand what it is going to take to get to where you're going to be? Because if you're just playing with it, if you just have 1 foot in and 1 foot out, or, you know, you dabble in it, then you're not going to make it. I'm sorry. A lot of these guys that are on that probably aren't the best rappers or aren't the best singers, it's because they had great connections and they had great marketing to push them. If we don't have that, we need a product that is good enough to grab the eyes of the people that can make things happen for us. And we can't do that if we're not in the studio, if we're not working on ourselves, if we're not working on our craft, if we're not improving our image, improving our marketing, thinking of promotion strategies and growing our audience and doing all these things that it takes. Man, this is a full-time ass job. Not meaning that, hey, you got to go in and clock in for 40 hours every day because at your full-time job that you clock in 40 hours a day, you get a paycheck for that. So you have an incentive to get up every day and go every day because you got to pay your bills. But because this ain't paying your bills and you're not seeing the results, you getting further and further away from it. So at the end of the day, it comes down to, is this a hobby? Is this a dream? Or is this something I do for fun? Because if this is a dream, then we got to work like it's our dream. Just like being a basketball player is a dream. Being an astronaut is a dream. Being the president is a dream. It's going to take work to get to that point. Hope this video was of value, or I hope it woke some guys up out there, man. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace. We're going to start the rap voice course, okay?
And today we're going to talk about motifs, melodic motifs.
Today we're going to talk about rhyming, okay?
We're going to talk about tempo as it relates to songwriting.
Today I want to talk more about space. And we're about to go in and we're about to stack the next 4 bars. We all can't wait a year to learn what we want to learn. We want to learn what we want to learn right now.